Hello Capricorn, and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer, and I am back to do a winter solstice / Yule reading for the zodiac sign Capricorn. This reading is solely for the zodiac sign Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Neptune. Wherever Capricorn might be in your chart, this might resonate with you. And I've done these readings for all of the zodiac sign. It's something extra that I wanted to do because I want to expand the readings that I do on my channel. I will always be doing the twin flame soulmate readings for all of the signs, but I also wanted to do something that is specifically for each zodiac sign. So for those who, first of all, I'm going to put a timestamp in the comment section below for those who don't want to hear what this reading is actually geared towards. It might be in your benefit to just, I'm not going to talk long, but just wanted to show you know what this kind of reading is. For those of us who live in the Northern Hemisphere, we are now entering into winter. So winter solstice / Yule is coming upon us. I believe it's around like the 20th or the 21st. It's the shortest day and the longest night. And for those who live on the Southern Hemisphere, I know that's summer. But what this reading is going to connect to could be messages that might resonate, because these kinds of messages can be felt at any time of year. But again, winter solstice, Yule, it's the shortest day and the longest night. And in the Northern Hemisphere, during this darkened time of the year, it can bring upon depression, loneliness, grief, and memories of all that we have lost. But at the same time, this darkness can hold its own beauty, and it's also a time of dreaming and rest and reflection and honoring our sorrow and honoring our grief. And Yule is about welcoming back the light. So what I've come to realize as I've gotten older is that we must walk through the dark and honor her in order to embrace the light. And so this particular tarot spread is not something that I created. It was a tarot spread that I found on the website, GaianSoul.com, Joanna Colbert. I'm going to put a link to her website in the description box below in case you want to go and check her out. And the first question, it zones in on the darkness or the brokenness. So Capricorn, please remember and please know that you are not broken. You've never been broken. You were born whole. And certain situations in our life events, relationships, things can come into our life that can have us feeling broken. So this first question is, what have you lost? What are you grieving? And what feels broken within? But remember, you yourself are not broken. The second is about promise and the rebirth of the sun. It's about renewal and what is the promise of renewal. And the third question is about the integration of dark and light as it intertwines, and what is the wisdom that you've gained or are gaining. And the fourth and last question is, it's the gift of the dark, remembering what longs to be remembered and restored, and what is the gift of the dark. So what I like to do and what I'm going to do is I start off, and this is again for the zodiac sign Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever Capricorn might be in your chart. I start with the Moonology cards, and to give an overall energy of what Capricorn might be feeling or going through in a general sense. Remember, energy is fluid. And this is throughout the rest of winter solstice, Yule, as we slowly emerge back into the light. So I start off with the Moonology cards, then I will dive into the tarot, and at the very end there I give 3 messages of love from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck by Angela Hartfield. So I'm going to put my little, I have some coffee here. Okay. So this is for, and I'm going to put the questions next to me so I can remember. You would think I would after doing all of this, all of the signs, but I don't. So, okay, Capricorn, let's see. What are some energies that are surrounding the zodiac sign Capricorn? Some moon messages, energies for the winter solstice, Yule, for the zodiac sign Capricorn. And these can be some things that you might be personally working through, dealing with. Okay. Spirit. Messages. Oh, wow. Oh. It's a lot of blue. There's some blue. So this is the throat chakra, speaking one's truth, being able to be comfortable in speaking one's truth. Okay. Capricorn. The two cards pulled from the bottom of the deck are crowning energies. These are like main energies, main messages. We have a new moon. Excuse me, so sorry. We have a new moon in Leo and a new moon in Taurus. Where there's 3 new moon cards. So, and then we have a full moon card. There's a lot of new opening, like it's like expansive energy that is around you, Capricorn. There's a lot of, so putting your intentions out there, starting something brand new, starting from a place that is opening up, that is resonating outward for you to be able, because I feel, Capricorn, that you have surrendered and you have let go of a lot. And so we have a new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. This solar plexus, that is the seat of your personal power. So what I'm feeling with around this darkened time of the year, winter solstice, Yule, this is about strengthening your solar plexus, strengthening that power center that we all have, self-confidence, feeling a very strong sense of self. And with the Leo energy, this is very heart-centered and being very, very confident in who you are, and making any kind of decisions or choices that you might come across or you need to make throughout this time period. Make sure it's coming from deep and within the heart. You know, between, like, if there's a head and heart decision, always lead with your heart, because we have new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So this is very, again, a heartfelt decision or choices, whatever you might be dealing with or coming across throughout this darkened time of the year. Prosperity lies ahead, Taurus, very heart-centered. Taurus, my sun's sign is in Taurus. Taurus loves the best of everything. Taurus looks for the value in everything, in one's environment, relationships, whether that's work-related or friendships or family, looking at the value. Taurus also will zero in on one's self-worth. So be very confident, feel extremely confident. So this is the solar plexus and the heart. So really tapping into that solar plexus and the heart space, and know that whatever, as you navigate life in general throughout this time period, look for the value in everything and everyone, every situation, every relationship, friendship, and expect, and even I'm being told or being channeled to say, demand that there's the value, and know that you are in a space of deserving. when you are come from a space that you know that you deserve the best of everything, and I don't mean superficial or materialistic, like true value, something that is very heart-centered, a feeling coming from the heart. And that is, and because prosperity in all areas, not just like money, for example, but that could also include money, but prosperity in all areas of one's life. And to be confident, like I said, to be confident in knowing that you are worth absolutely anything and everything that is valued from a very heart-centered space. And the other energies here, like I said, the throat chakra, we have a new moon in Cancer and a full moon in Cancer. So what I'm sensing is that there's a lot of, Cancer is a very loving sign. I have quite a few very close family members and friends who are Cancer. I love the sign of Cancer. They are very intuitive. They're empathic. They're very much in touch with their feelings and emotions. But if they are feeling like threatened in any way, or they feel that their trust has been breached, they will hide and retreat into their shell. But until they feel safe is when they can come out and voice their feelings and emotions and their truth. New moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe. So Capricorn, what this message speaks to me is that if you have been giving a lot of yourself to family and friends, know that you and your loved ones are safe, and it is time that it is okay to, rest and reflect inward, and know that it's okay to nurture yourself, nurture whatever it is that you are needing to do during this space, this winter solstice, or this darkened half of the year. This is a time to go within, to dream on what it is that you would like to see to come forth in this new decade. And know that it's okay to do so because your loved ones are safe, you are safe, and it's okay to nurture yourself. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So again, Cancer zones in on relationships, family, friends, work. And so what I feel here with this card, a third quarter moon, with the full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution, adjustments are required. Whatever this personal issue is, it is, like the card indicates, it is coming to a resolution, and there are going to be adjustments. I feel these adjustments are going to be based on a decision that you are going to make. And so remember, confidence is your key to success. Sit in the seat of your personal power and reflect from the heart that you expect the best of everything. So whatever this issue is, it's going to reach a resolution because you are going to put forth a decision or a choice that you are making, and adjustments are going to be required of you as well as those around you. And it's a good energy. I feel it's this is something that you are needing to pull back and take some time to reflect upon. And once you do, and once you feel that confidence within and coming from a very strong heart space, adjustments are going to be required. I'm going to put these on the side. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to, the first question in this winter solstice Yule reading, the darkness. What have you lost? What are you grieving? And what feels broken within? So this is working. This is shadow work. These are, this could be anything that you feel that you have lost or that you might be grieving, and what might feel or does feel broken within that you are grieving. And this is the time of year. It's a very good time of year. Even though with the holidays, with all of the lights and all of the get-togethers and things like that, a lot of times this time of year, it can have people feeling, like I said, very alone and lonely because we don't know what's going on inside or behind the scenes with other people. So whatever it is, whatever the darkness holds for you, Capricorn, we're going to see here what you might be grieving, because the second question is a promise of the light, renewal. So what is feeling broken within? What you might feel you have lost? And what are you grieving? Okay, I just need, my throat is very dry. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Spirit. Capricorn, what is lost? What is broken from within? What are they? What? Oh my goodness. What is Capricorn? What are they grieving? What is broken from within? Okay. Okay. I'm being told to include this card. Okay, Capricorn. Like I said, the first question, what have you lost? What are you grieving? What feels broken from within? So the crowning energies here, what I am feeling, the energy, what you might feel you have lost or you're grieving or feeling broken from within. There is a significant relationship that could be a family member, a friendship. It could be a romantic in nature, that there is or has been an imbalance that has had you feeling very left out in the cold. But I feel that this could very well, okay, so this has, let me start from here. I'm getting so many messages, I apologize. So the first card here, up here, we have the Four of Swords. So this, I feel, Capricorn, you have been looking for peace and serenity. Four of Swords is very contemplative and meditative. This is retreating back and taking the time, because after a turbulent time, after it could either be a heartbreak or some kind of sadness of any kind, and really needing to just kind of find this serenity and peace from within before you step forward. And we have the Two of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I'm going to put the Four of Swords here. This Two of Swords, I feel, with the gentleman in the illustration, in the card, he's looking out. I feel, Capricorn, I feel a sense that you have been looking out. You had been making plans or had been wanting to make plans. But with the Nine of Pentacles, feeling, because the Nine of Pentacles is about independence and self-sufficiency. This is about someone normally single on their own. Ace of Swords, there has been, you're seeking truth, looking out on your life. I feel that this is looking out on everything that might have transpired throughout 2019 and maybe even beyond that, but looking out and looking forward towards this new decade. And this is in search of truth. I feel for the Nine of Pentacles, which is an earth energy. I feel this is your energy, Capricorn. And searching for truth. This is a search for truth from within. Because down here, I think this has a lot to do with what has transpired and the reason why you feel that you're taking this time during this darkened time to step back and reflect and kind of regroup. And you are in search of clarity. You are in search of truth as you look out into 2020 in making plans. We have the Six of Pentacles with the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So what I feel is that this King of Wands, this King of Wands is a significant relationship. Like I said, this could be a family member, whether that's a mother, father, sibling. It's not gender specific. It could be a friend or a work situation, but there has not been any reciprocity, and it has had you feeling very left out in the cold. And this is and again, it's a pentacle. So this is, I feel, is your energy, Capricorn. And it is, I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. The Five of Pentacles, this I feel is that you have been feeling very left out in the cold. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel that you feel that that things have been because there's Three Pentacles here, and then there's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which I'll get to in a moment. I get a feeling, Capricorn, that what you feel you might have lost with the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here, that life has felt very stagnant and very slow moving, like you're moving through mud. And it has caused you to feel like life has come to a halt. Because we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, there's been an ending. There's been an ending which has been painful for you. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I normally don't read reversals unless I'm guided to. So sorry. With the Ten of Pentacles, I feel that this could most likely, this Ten of Swords, this ending that has been painful, has rocked the foundation of something that was what you felt was a very strong commitment, because this is about home. This is about your home, whatever. And this could be, when I say home, it could be your actual home, family home, or a lot of times when people work for a company or work for someone, it can become our home, or it could feel like our second home, or it could feel like, this is my home as well, especially if it's a scenario where you have felt that you loved, and you felt very content, and something has ended and it has because there was a crack in the foundation. So what you feel that you have either lost, or you're grieving or feeling broken from within, is that there's been an imbalance and a crack in the foundation of a very significant relationship that has had you feeling left out in the cold. And you're feeling that life up until this point has felt very slow moving, very even stagnant, and you looking out and really taking the time with the Four of Swords to reflect, looking for clarity and truth before you step forward into this new decade. And you want to step into this new decade with clarity and truth. A clarity and truth that, with the Moonology cards, confidence is your key to success and prosperity lies ahead. You are wanting to move, and you are knowing that you're going to have to, because the Ten of Swords, it coincides with the first portion of this reading, is what it is that you are grieving or feeling lost. So there is a definite feeling of loss, and like I said, an imbalance in a very significant relationship. So now we're going to look into the promise and rebirth of the sun, renewal. What is the promise of renewal? So now, we just had looked at what feels broken, what you might be grieving or feeling broken from within or lost. So now we're going to tap into the promise of rebirth and renewal, the return of the sun. And what is that? What is that going to look like for you, Capricorn? Okay, I'm being told one more. Being told one more. The promise of rebirth and renewal for Capricorn. Promise of rebirth. So we have the Four of Swords again. So this is a time period to take a lot of time to reflect, rest, get the rest that you need. If you are feeling burnt out, Capricorn, take this time to rest. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. See, I love this. And this was right here. I love doing this reading because the cards always coincide with, it overlaps and it coincides, each question builds upon one another. So I absolutely love these readings. So we have the Emperor. This is the promise of rebirth of the sun, renewal. What is the promise? This is control and order, feeling much more, you have taken the authority. See, the promise of renewal and rebirth is that you, by taking this time, this season of the dark, winter, and by retreating and taking care of yourself, taking very impeccable care of yourself, Capricorn, you are going to emerge out of the return of the sun. You are going to, this is a divine masculine, so this is feeling very strong in your divine masculine energy. It's not gender specific, and feeling you're going to be taking on this leadership role, whether that is in a new job or a present job where you have needed to make adjustments in order to bring the reciprocity back. Or this could be the leader, you becoming the leader in your own life and feeling much more in control. There's a lot more order. You're going to feel a lot more confident. Remember, confidence is your key to success. Eight of Wands, the promise of renewal. Eight of Wands, there's a lot of, this is a lot of swirling activity. This is a lot of communication. I feel that you are going to communicate your needs, your wants, because with the Eight of Wands, before I go further, there is going to, if you haven't been feeling it right now, there's a lot of swirling activity around you, and don't allow the swirling activity or all of this fast moving information to overwhelm you, because you are now in your divine masculine energy. You are feeling, just remember that you are the leader in your own life. You are the authority of your own life. Don't allow this swirling activity to derail you or cause anxiety of any kind. We now have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This, I feel, the rebirth of the sun and the promise of renewal is that this goes along with the confidence is your key to success. You develop a very strong sense of self. You are no longer so worried about what other people are going to think, say, or do, because you are in your knowing. You are in your knowing. The sunflowers are rebirth. No matter where a sunflower is planted, it will always turn towards the sun. And even when the sun is hidden, sunflowers will turn towards one another, because it's always looking at the sun, towards the sun, wanting that vitality. With the Knight of Wands, where by taking the time to contemplate and to pull back, where your life might have felt like black and white or mundane or even boring or stagnant, we had the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, you are going to be rushing forward. Eight of Wands, you are going to be moving forward very swiftly, bringing a lot of vibrancy and color back into your life. There could be travel for you. And with all of this newfound confidence and energy and feeling much more in control, this gives you, and you open up to this Ten of Cups, what you would see your happily ever after to be. This is not necessarily a romantic sense, but this is a celebration of love. This is just embracing all 10 cups. The 10, it's a completion. So you're feeling this is very heart-centered. Remember, prosperity lies ahead. The new moon in Taurus, that is knowing what is of value to you, and knowing that the prosperity in all aspects of your life, you embrace this and celebrate this. That is the rebirth of the sun, the promise of renewal. And that is a main energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So your energy, this is a new opening, a gateway into something that is brand new, something that is nurturing and grounded and very centered for you. And it's a gift. It's a gift from the divine. It's a gift from the divine. Four of Swords again. This is because you have taken that time to retreat back and to kind of regroup and contemplate. The Temperance card is right in the middle. Everything is balancing out and tempering out. This is the card of alchemy. This is all in divine timing. You're going to find and see that the promise of renewal, that things are going to start falling into place naturally, as long as you trust in your knowing, trust in yourself, being confident that everything is falling into place in the way that it's meant to be. You are being very divinely guided and protected as well. And we have another 10 of Wands. We have the 10 of Cups. Laying down all of the burdens. You have been pushing uphill for so long that you have taken and will be taking this time to lay down the burdens that were not yours to be carrying any longer. And the burdens that were yours or self-created, you are working through that and you are laying those down as well. We have the Four of Cups. These 3 cups here, everything that has transpired in 2019 and even maybe beyond that in 2018 and so on, you are no longer focusing on that. You are working through that. This blessing here is the Ace of Pentacles. So we had the Ace of Pentacles come out first, and this was the last one, because you are no longer focusing. You're turning your attention towards the blessing that is being handed to you, and the divine is going to hand that to you because you're paying attention. You are laying the burdens down. You are the Emperor. You're taking leadership in your own life. So that is the rebirth of the sun. So this third question is the integration of dark and light. What wisdom does the dark and light offer as they intertwine? What is the gift of the dark and light as they intertwine? The wisdom that you have gained, Capricorn. The wisdom that you have gained of the integration of the dark and light. Okay. Integration of dark and light. The wisdom of the dark and light, Spirit. Wisdom of the dark and the light. Wisdom of the dark and the light. Wisdom of the dark and the light. wisdom. Okay. Wow. Capricorn, up here, we have you again, Nine of Pentacles. This is stepping into your sovereignty. So in the very beginning, for the first question of what you have lost, what are you grieving, what feels broken within. So whatever significant relationship that had felt broken, that had you feeling left out in the cold and stagnant, and having you feeling very chained and bound, what I feel, the integration of the dark and the light, the wisdom is that you have broken the chain. You have broken the chain. You figured out within yourself how to pull away, and because if you see that the male and the female, they are chained to the devil, but the chains around them, they are very loose. You figured out and have learned how to unbind yourself. You're no longer chained and bound to something that wasn't in balance for you, that had left you feeling left out in the cold. And by doing that, again, we had gotten the Emperor. You are a sovereign being. You are independent and self-sufficient, and you are very laser focused on your wealth and your comfort. Wealth in all areas of your life, not just money, but this is also about money and abundance. So if this is a work-related scenario, you have broken the chain of feeling bound to a relationship that most likely had a lot of imbalance. And you are now feeling very strong, and you know that you are a sovereign being, and you don't have to be chained to any more of that. The integration of dark and light, what you have learned, Six of Wands and the Justice card. This is success, victory, triumph. You gave yourself justice. You balanced the scales. Remember, we had the Six of Pentacles where everything was not in balance. And again, you had taken the time to reflect, to go inward, or you will be, or have been, and you saw things for exactly as they are, not for how you wanted them to be or wished them to be. You were very truthful within yourself. You looked at yourself in the mirror and looked at everything in all aspects, and you have come out successful, triumphant, and victorious in giving justice for yourself. And by doing that, by doing all of this work, by coming into one's own sovereignty and independence and the leadership with the Emperor card, Page of Cups, this is creativity, inspiration. This opens up for you a space within your heart that is very childlike, very innocent, where you are probably, if I just get an excited energy, where you're going to find your muse, what has sparked your creativity and inspiration. And in the wisdom of the integration of the dark and the light is that, Magician, you have the power within you, as above, so below, as within, so without, as in heaven, so it is here on earth. You have really stepped into your own. You are the magician of your own life. You are a co-creator with the universe, and you really realize that you have all of the tools and the resources to create the reality in which it is that you want to live. And you've always had that in you. It just took you some time. The integration of dark and light, the wisdom, we have the Seven of Cups. What I feel, this goes with the Moonology cards, with the prosperity lies ahead. All of the choices, you are no longer confused or overwhelmed, because all of the choices from here on out is going to be based in a very spiritual place. And your choices and the choices that you will be making from here on out is not going to be superficial or shallow in nature, where maybe in the past you might have made a choice that was a quick fix or gratification right then and there, but you soon found out that it didn't fulfill any needs within your soul or within your heart. And this is also the Dreamer card. This is taking your dreams and anchoring your dreams into your 3D. So the wisdom of the dark and the light is that the choices you make are based upon your soul, and they are very spiritual in nature, and you are learning how to anchor in those dreams that you thought were only up in the ethers, because you are the magician. Not only are you the magician, you are also the emperor. So you are, I feel from here on out, what's going to emerge is feeling very strong in one's knowing, feeling very confident in obtaining all of your dreams and goals, and knowing that you can manifest that into your 3D world, Capricorn. And the last question is the gift of the dark. What longs to be remembered and restored? What is the gift of the dark? If you are still with me, I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I was not expecting this to go as long as it has, but I always go until I get all of the messages out that need to come out. So for those who are still with me, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, what longs to be remembered and restored? What is the gift of the dark? What can you take with you? What is the gift of the dark, Spirit, for Capricorn? Gift of the dark. What is the gift of the dark? Gift of the dark. Okay, gift of the dark. Here you are. Your energy has been throughout this entire reading. We've gotten a lot of pentacles and also a lot of wands, which is passion and desire. With pentacles, I feel, is your energy. Queen of Pentacles. The gift of the dark, what longs to be remembered and restored. I feel that this is more of a restoration of the knowledge that you are, this is a home and hearth. This is unconditional love. This is about beauty. This is, the Queen of Pentacles is very similar to the Empress, in the sense that this is a very grounded and very nurturing energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, if you look at the illustration, she's holding her pentacle. And what I interpret this as is that she's focused on this pentacle because she knows, she has a very strong, grounded knowing that she can take her dreams and her goals and she can manifest that into her 3D life. And if you look at the card, her garden is, not everything is in full bloom yet, and that's okay, because she knows that she has it within her, and that her wishes, not just her wishes, but her goals and her dreams are already in the process of being manifested into her reality. So she doesn't worry about anything. And that is something to be restored, knowing that you have, remember the Magician card, you have everything within you to create the life that you so very much desire. And that is the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And it's very home and hearth based, and it's about unconditional love and beauty. Beauty that is not superficial, and it's a very deep-seated beauty that we are all connected. What longs to be remembered and restored. Remember, the devil in reverse, and what that normally represents, and this is what I interpret it as, is what you need to remember, Capricorn, is that you are never bound. You are never chained and bound. You are the authority of your life, and you never have to be chained and bound to ego, to old belief systems, to jobs that make you miserable, to relationships that drain you. You are not bound by any of that, because you are a co-creator with the universe, and you are the authority of your own life. You are a sovereign being. So the Fool card, what you need to remember is that you can have trust and faith and belief that you can start over at any given moment, and to take that leap with a very big, a childlike curiosity like that of a beginner's mind. You can start at any point. It is never too late. It's never too late to start over. King of Wands. What has been restored or what will be restored is your very strong sense of self, the energy of the King of Wands. The King of Wands knows where he has been, but doesn't take it to his present or his future. And he's very, very confident. Very confident. And because of that confidence, he exudes a charisma and a magnetism that people are drawn to. And that is, again, I feel with the new Moon and Leo card, confidence is your key to success. What is remembered? 5 of Swords. Wherever there was an imbalance, you now have and know and have the knowledge of all of the weapons, so to speak, that have harmed you in the past. You have collected all of those weapons. They can no longer hurt you. So that is to be remembered. And what it also is to be remembered, I feel, is restored, is your heart. Forgiveness, learning to forgive yourself and to forgive others, those who have needed forgiveness, but most importantly, yourself. And knowing that you are a spiritual being, having this human experience, and humans, we're messy. This human life that we have, it can be messy, and it's to restore your heart. Like I said, you are not broken. Situations and events that happen in our life can have us feeling broken, but this is a restoration of your heart, and remembering that you have the capacity to love over and over and over again. Even though life sometimes can be painful, you have the capacity in you to love and to take those situations that have had you feeling broken and learn from them, learn the lesson, move on with new knowledge, new wisdom, and an open heart. And so lastly, 3 of love, messages of love. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I was not expecting this to go on for so long. I appreciate you. Three messages of love. Okay, Capricorn, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. This is perfect for the entire reading. Come from a very authentic place in your heart. Just be willing to be who you truly are. Be authentic to who you are, because who you are is a divine light. You are a divine being of love and light. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So what you are reflecting upon and pulling back from and making adjustments for, just look at the heart of the matter. Don't allow the ego to distort what your soul is telling you. And choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Always choose love. Walk into every single situation and bring love into that situation and not ego and fear. And sometimes that means that we need to pull back and rest and regroup before we confront or enter into a situation of any kind. And always choose love. Choose love, because love is the only thing that's real. Love is the most powerful energy in this universe. And love always wins. So thank you so very much, Capricorn. I really appreciated and I loved doing this reading. And if this resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on future videos that I upload on a regular basis. And until next time, I'm sending you so much love and so much peace.